Australian superstar Jacob Elordi's latest film, opening today, sees him teamed up with one of Hollywood's biggest legends, Ridley Scott, in a post-apocalyptic tale of loss, recovery and a lot of marauding men with tattoos. The Dog Stars.
Ready, and action.
There's nothing like it.
This world fits you, Banger.
So what'd you do before the world ended?
Shoot the roof!
Jacob Elordi and Ridley Scott, welcome to 7:30.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hello.
I'm very well, thank you indeed. Jacob, I'll start with you. Your character in this movie, it's a beautiful character, Hig. He's carrying a lot of sadness. What is it that appealed to you about this role?
For me, it was just the email that came in and said, "The Dog Stars, directed by Ridley Scott." And then I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll be there. You want me to fly to Italy and shoot with Ridley Scott? You want me to shoot, you know, an epic action film with the master? Yeah, I'll be there." Very little to do with the subject and the project, and all to do with working with Rid.
OK, well, I then have to ask you, when you get there and you are working with the master, what was it like? Did he thrill or did he disappoint? I know he's sitting next to you.
Ridley Scott is anything but disappointing. A total thrill. You know, he shoots with up to 11 cameras at one time. There's 2 drones in the sky, a camera on tracks, 3 cameras hidden in the trees, a Cessna airplane taking off, a Malinois running and attacking somebody. It was a 360-degree kind of stage that we got to play on. There was a complete freedom, and Ridley barking over a megaphone, like the Great and Powerful Oz, with a cigar in his mouth and a Body of Lies bucket hat on. It was a true filmmaking experience.
Just before I come to you, Ridley, you just mentioned the breed of dog you were working with. An unusual thing to talk about with an actor. This Malinois, Jasper, incredibly intelligent breed. But what's it like trying to convey that very deep bond that your character has with Jasper?
For me, it came easy because we're both dog men, and these dogs, this dog Raksha is a better actor than I am. She's so well trained, and dogs have this inability to lie, so they make for great actors. And she gave me everything that I needed in that part, you know.
It's a truly beautiful thing to watch. Ridley Scott, just before we come to your choice in making this movie, Jacob just referred to the way that you shoot, the multi-camera direction. Do you care that you sometimes put pressure on actors doing that, or do you think it creates something so beautiful they just have to get on with it?
Pressure on the actors is part of the job. I mean, they should feel a little pressured, and then gradually it settles down into a communal arrangement where I consider every actor I work with as my partner in process. So prepared to listen to any question or anything they want to do. And by using multi-camera, it gives me freedom, but more than that, it gives them freedom. So in a way, I'll do a whole scene in one take because I've got 4 or 5 cameras there. So it's a bit like theater, except they're not being filmed, except they are. So if you have an accident, which is good, and we keep running, a happy accident can never be repeated. You've got it.
You're working there with Jacob Elordi. Did he surprise you in any way, or did he fulfill your expectations? What's it like directing Jacob Elordi?
Good evening. I'd seen pretty well everything he'd done, because this was before the film was done last year, of course. But the thing that blew me away, I discovered something called, I think, let me get this right, The Long Narrow Road North TV series. Is that right?
Narrow Road to the Deep North.
Narrow Road to the Deep North. The whole thing was so well done, and he fulfilled the role between a general GP in peacetime and in a prisoner of war camp. It was incredible. So from that, I think he can do anything.
Jacob, I want to come back to you. I mentioned in my first question that there is a lot of sadness in this character, Hig. It's quite beautiful, but there is some restraint and sadness in him. How did you build the character?
I was having trouble sort of prepping the script initially because it was so current and so modern, I've been doing things that were sort of set in different times where I could sort of detach from the sadness and then attack it in a different way. But this was more, when you look at the world around us, when you look at what's happening, there were a few moments on set where it all felt kind of a little bit too real and a little bit, alarming.
So what'd you do before the world ended?
I was kissing my wife, playing with my dog, wondering every day how I got so lucky.
So I think just the state of the world was a big kind of influence, and considering the question, realizing how lucky I am individually, and then sort of filming in this apocalyptic landscape and realizing the possibility of it, and shooting in this Italy that Ridley had designed, which was a ruin, and sort of seeing the world as it was, as a ruin. That was what the sort of physical nature of the set is what informed the emotion of the character. Kind of just that realization that we are just, one sentence, one button press away from this reality. It makes it easy to get to that kind of state,
Jacob Elordi and Ridley Scott, congratulations on the film. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much.